Hello guys and welcome back down to the channel. Today I am proud to announce a brand new Planet Coaster 2 series here on CoasterGen, Castle Hill Park. Now this is a theme park that is steeped in history and heritage, hence the thumbnail. And I will go into that story a little bit later in the video. But for now I'm just building out the foundations and the heritage part of the park. Places we can't go, things we can't touch. And what will be the car park and the bus stop, which will be coming up in the next episode, so make sure you tune in for that. And if you're not subscribed, please do subscribe, hit the like button. But yeah, as you can see now, I'm building in the farms, because Castle Hill was a farm in the past, and it goes back to the 18th century, and I have a bit of story to tell a little bit later on in some of the other episodes. So I'm building in the farms that were originally there, building in a tree line as well, and this will become the park's entranceway, which is very exciting, and it's very cool to do a little project like this. I was trying to think of ways to do something a little bit different to everybody else out there, so I thought, you know what, let's try and build a theme park steeped in history and heritage, and not just start like an amusement park or a theme park like Alton Towers or something like that, but it's very similar to Alton Towers. There are restrictions. And I'm basing this park basically in the late 90s, early 2000s era. And that's what it's going to be. So here's the story of Castle Hill. Once part of a sprawling estate of the Wickham family, landowners for generations, the park's history dates back to the 18th century when the original manor, a stunning grade-listed castle, was built by Sir Reginald Wickham, a former military officer. He sought to create a place that balanced both agricultural innovation and leisure for the local community. The castle, surrounded by gardens and the family farm, became a regional landmark, and over time the Wickhams became known for their contributions to the development of local agriculture and the arts. So that's the backstory for Castle Hill Park. I'm now starting to build the castle on screen, as you can see. So this is going to completely change, and I want to give a massive shout out to Silverette for doing the Dutch castle inspired build that he did, and for uploading it to the workshop. Thank you so much, Silverette, because I was trying to look for castle pieces and there are no fantasy pieces like there was in Planet Coaster 1, which was very disappointing, to be honest with you. I was kind of like, I want to build a castle. Oh wait, you can't. Oh, never mind. So I built all this that you can see on the screen, and then I completely went and changed it by using Silverette's castle design, and I will leave that in me actually going to the workshop and downloading that, because honestly I couldn't find any pieces that would work. I was trying to use methods in Tiny Glade that I've used before to make castles, and yeah, it was getting very frustrating. So eventually I was like, you know what, let's check the workshop and let's see how we can get on with this. But first of all, I built the foundations basically for the castle, and yeah, it turned out really nice, and I was actually quite happy with the view and everything from the entranceway, because all I want it to be, this castle, is just a landmark that is there, that was the manor. So here I am going into the into Silverette's. Yep, there it goes, and all these castle pieces now will completely change this building. Now watch what happens on screen. I was so proud of how I was able to mash this all together. Once again, obviously Silverette put in the hard work building all these pieces and putting them on there, so again, thank you so much. It really does make things easier when you can just grab some fantasy pieces and just throw them in there and mash them together. Kit bashing is basically what I've always done, especially like with Unreal and using different tree assets and things like that when building virtual towers. So kit bashing is a very big part of my design language in what I use to design things, to put things together. I like using multiple different packs and stuff to put things together. But look at this castle now, it's looking absolutely fantastic, and it really is starting to be the landmark that I wanted it to be. You can see the farm, the old farm stone wall there, which is the barrier for the park. And where this castle is going and where the farm is, all it can be used for is a car park on the old farmland. The castle, however, cannot be touched, and there'll be some more restrictions as well, which I'll go over later on when we start building coasters and things, which I'm glad to say I'm putting this episode out on the Monday evening at 5 o'clock, and I've already got 3 or 4 more episodes to come of this already recorded and sorted out. So this is a really nice passion project. That's just, I'm having such a blast doing it. And these little decals that you can put in to make the castle look rack and ruined and full of moss and dirt and things, like, really do pop. So yeah, that is the first episode of Castle Hill Park, and we've actually built the castle on the hill. How about that? So there's your view as you come into the park. And yeah, where I was just then is where the bus stop's going to be. Now, this tree, for some reason, I thought it was actually in the park. It turns out it wasn't. It's outside the park area, so I can't actually do anything with it. So I was like, well, okay, well, we'll just leave it there then. But where I built the wall and the trees is where the entrance will be. So guys, I'm very excited to bring you more episodes of Castle Hill Park. And the next one will be on Wednesday evening at 5 o'clock. Make sure you subscribe, hit the like button. See you in the next one.